This is a biscuit cutter. I asked special permission from Lori to bring it outside. I'm gonna have to make sure it's our actual set, so I have to make sure we get it back inside soon. But this is also a biscuit cutter. But the funny thing about this biscuit cutter is they call it a plate joiner also. And I don't know how to use it. I know how to use this one, but you wouldn't call that one a plate joiner. So let me tell you my project now. I just took this board. It's a nice scrap piece of pretty plywood. And I cut it at a 45 right there and at a 90 right there. And my plan is to use the biscuit cutter to put a biscuit in there to join those guys up again. And then to flip this over and join those guys up and see how a nice miter joint looks. I think that's the purpose of the biscuit cutter. And I think I can figure out how to use it. But the point is, when I do, I will show you what I know. And that'll be right after this. Okay, here's what I figured out so far. I got a degree angle measurement here, and so I can come in flat for like joining the plate of something with flat on something else. I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to take this all to 90 both times. Tighten that sucker down. And another thing that I found is that a spinny blade comes out when I push like this. So, you see that blade? Ooh, yeah, so it's plugged in. Probably stupid to do a picture at that time. You see that spinning blade, though? That comes, and then it comes out and slices biscuits, if you know what I mean. I mean, okay, it makes the pockets for the biscuits to go in. Holy cow, this sounds wildly inappropriate. Look, I'm going to flip this sucker over. Still on, ladies and gentlemen. Careful, careful. And I found an adjustment right here that locks the height of the cut. So if I open this, then I can roll this guy right here, which brings up or down where the biscuit goes in the dang board. I also see that there are numbers on here, probably corresponding to inches. I'm so sorry. Oh, America, what will we ever do with you? But I see a little tick right there that's at, like, I don't know, 3/8, probably meaning that that's exactly in the center of a 3/4 inch board. So I'm going to tighten down on there because I think it's just perfect because I'm using a 3/4 inch board. Then I'm going to come over here and I've clamped a workpiece and, oh, super cool. Look at this. There are two screws here and here that have points sticking out of them. They are not ordinary screws. And I think they're used to grip onto the workpiece so it doesn't slide during the cutting. So you can adjust them in if you think you've got a pretty good clamping situation. And you can shove them out if you want them to grip the wood more visibly. Of course, you really wouldn't want it to grip it if you were doing a finished piece, but how are you going to put a biscuit in a finished piece? I don't even know. Okay, so the game is this. I line up with this left edge right here, boop, 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 and I'm going to one-handed cut my first biscuit. Get ready. Ready? Yep, pretty sure I'm finished. Let's see what it looks like. There you go. And see, I actually have some biscuits too. I'm sorry. I keep coming up with terrible jokes. I probably shouldn't tell you what I thought I might say about gravy. So I'm going to put this in right here with a little bit of wood glue, and whoop, I'm going to be finished as soon as I get that other one done. Let's see. I'll probably do all of them, boom, 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 and then glue it together, and I'm not even going to clamp it. Just going to glue them together, and then show you what it looks like. Yeah, so it's like that, and that's the way it is. Now I believe I can lift this sucker up by this piece right here, and everything kind of stays together because I got those biscuits in there. Not pretty. It's not pretty stay together. But it stays in place, and I'm not going to have sliding up and down. Now, if I wanted to, I've already got a little bit of glue in there. If I wanted to put a nice band clamp around there and get a little clamp on this end right here, I can make that sucker set up nice and pretty like. See what I mean? Yeah. So, I think I will probably, I actually am pretty impressed with how flat this is. I think I'll probably, look, I got just a little bit of play in it so I can get it right back to perfect. I think I will go back and now my plan, let me show you my plan. My plan is to take, this is the big deal. I'm going to get that sheet, which is almost a full sheet of plywood, and join it to that sheet right there, and then work with them as a whole. Probably I'll screw something onto the back of it for while it's setting. kind of pull it nice and tight, and then I'll let the glue set, and then unscrew that thing from the back. Wax paper to protect the thing that I use on the back from gluing into the glue. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then I'll probably put a whole bunch of biscuits in here. I'm probably thinking like biscuits every 6 inches or so. Maybe 9 inches on center. All right.